On Spreaker.com.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, this is the Ninja Troll radio show.
So, it is Friday evening, and we are back for another stirring rendition of the Ninja Troll DigiCast, heard right here on Spreaker.com. Looking across the table from me, I'm seeing the one and only, the lovely Laura, a.k.a. Dragon Mama. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great, even though that kind of makes Tim cringe. Well, you've been with her all day. Why you got to ask her? And joining us here also is one Timmy Joe D.
Hello.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello.
Wow.
It's a run by fruiting.
One of the greatest scenes ever in a movie.
Yes.
I still crack up every time.
Well, how can you not? I mean, that's like Robin Williams dressing up like a woman. That's what Tootsie should have been.
Robin Williams dressed as
Funny?
a woman?
Yes, funny. Thank you.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Wow. All right. So on this rendition of the Ninja Troll DigiCast, we're going to talk about American Idol. We are also going to talk about WrestleMania. WrestleMania. What else we got going on, Tim?
We're going to play a little game of a newlywed edition of Would You Rather with our two new newlyweds.
Oh.
Yay.
Which I guess it's kind of redundancy to say new newlyweds.
Well, it's better than old newlyweds.
Yeah. That's what
true.
I am. That's what I am. If anybody's that,
That's
I
true.
am. I'm an old
You
newlywed.
are far from new.
Laura,
We're also going to talk about the top 20 best superheroes and the greatest inventions ever.
and I know you are looking for that greatest invention ever. Right?
I've already gotten it.
Well, okay. Well, then I'm waiting for it. I'm very, very excited for it. All right. All that's coming your way, so let's do it like this. Let's start it up.
Hi, Ninja Trolls. This is Gavin Ray. It's time now for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Spanning the World Wide Web, it's time for the Ninja Troll Radio Show News with the lovely Laura, a.k.a. Dragon Mama.
That would be me.
Oh, and there she is. Listen to her.
Oh, jeez.
We're newlyweds. Shut up.
New newlyweds.
Yeah.
Been newly vomiting.
Okay, so tonight in the news, I actually have 3 stories. And I don't think they're quite as good as the Wizinator, but they come close.
Nothing is as good as the Wizinator. Nothing.
The Wizinator was definitely gold. But these come very close. The first story I have is naked woman rams them twice.
I'm sorry, what?
The
Say that again?
The headline is naked woman rams them twice. Now you see why it caught my attention.
Yes. That is a well-written headline.
A cat stuck in a fence, a naked lady, and an automobile accident. That is the bizarre scene in Sandy on May 27th, 2008. So it's a little bit of an older story.
Okay.
But the victim of the auto accident says he and his friend were driving around the neighborhood trying to find his cat when a woman drove her car directly at them and hit them head on, not once, but twice. The quote from the driver is, "This lady was speeding directly towards us. I tried to warn my friend to get down before we got hit. It seemed like she was intent on hitting us, and she did. And when we backed out of the way, she came and hit us again." Now, all the houses around where this happened had surveillance cameras. I don't know where you live where everybody has surveillance
Good
cameras
Lord.
on the outside of their homes, but maybe you might want to move. But on the surveillance cameras, it caught the entire collision and all of the happenings that came in next. When Rollins' car came to a stop, he and his friend were able to get out and inspect the damage. But that's when things got weird. She jumped out of the car and was naked, stark naked, and tried to attack me or something. And then she tried to jump in my buddy's truck and take off.
Ew. Clean your seat.
Definitely. In the video, you can vaguely see the woman identified as 38-year-old Rachel Hansen push Rollins. He says after that, she tried getting into his car before she took off on foot. That's when neighbor Stephen Simmons went after her. As I started following her, there were some people walking down the street. She started yelling and screaming at them, yelling at cars, and then she saw that I was behind her, and then she came after my truck. Now, I don't know if he was following her in his truck. That's not entirely clear, but police... Police...
Sorry, that's what that reminded me of.
Police... Excuse me.
She's not going to make it.
Apparently I got choked up.
Stay on target.
I'm in love. I'm all choked up. Mm-hmm.
Stay on target.
Different kind of choked up there. Police say that she knocked on several doors and even tried getting inside one home before they arrived and took her into custody.
Who is it?
Blanchard.
Kind of different.
Naked.
You usually don't get people driving around naked, number one. And then number two, acting the way that she did is very unusual, said Sergeant Victor Quenzada, spokesman for the Sandy Police Department. Stuff happening like that, it's crazy. I'm just trying to get my cat. That's all I was trying to do, Rollins said.
She was trying to show it. Oh, that's not right.
Hansen was put in the hospital for psychiatric evaluation.
And this just in from the news.
He runs up and he grabs one of them, man. Like a guy that big can snap a woman's neck like a pencil stick. So I ran up behind him with a hatchet. Smash, smash, smash.
You tell him, Kai.
So, needless to say, there was probably something very, very wrong with this woman, and there's even video to go with it from the surveillance cameras of the nearby homes.
I know that always makes me comfortable when I'm looking for a cat is to be naked.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the thing, she wasn't the one looking for the cat.
Wow.
She was just,
the other guy.
The other guy was the one looking for his cat. She was just randomly driving around naked and decided to ram into their car.
She was trying to help.
Kitty.
They found a cat. It was just the wrong one.
Oh. It's beautiful. What a beautiful thing.
The next story also has some nudity involved.
All right.
Seeing a theme. Yes. Naked intruder caught dancing in front of mirror.
Wait a minute. Is this like the Silence of the Lambs kind of?
I'm hoping not.
I'm a pretty girl.
It puts the lotion on his skin.
This one comes to us out of El Paso, Texas. They say everything is bigger in Texas, and maybe the idiots are too.
Wow.
An El Paso woman came home and found 41-year-old Hector Sanchez inside her house. Police say the woman noticed pry marks on her front door, so she went inside to investigate and heard water running in her bathroom. Hector was in the bathroom naked, dancing in front of the mirror. Hector refused to leave even when the police arrived. Once the officials made their way into the house, they found Hector lying naked on the bed, asleep. All that dancing must have worn him out.
He's tuckered.
And that was how they were finally able to remove him from the home. I think I would probably burn my bed.
I think what they did was Dexter Poindexter's feeling hot, and he just followed him right out.
Yeah, step one would be changing the sheet.
Definitely.
And burning them.
I feel pretty.
Apparently he did, yes.
Yikes.
Now, my third story, I always have to have an animal story.
Yes.
I have to.
Yes.
It's
You
just...
had a cat.
Well, we did have the cat, and this one, I have another animal story. And I think this one might take the cake for tonight. Chinese man nearly dies after putting eel up his butt.
Oh. Which is probably what he said.
Yeah. This one comes to us out of China. He put where? An eel up his rectum, and yes, it damn near killed him.
No!
A 39-year-old man in China is lucky to be alive after he gets a
Armageddon.
after he gets a swamp eel stuck in his anus and then having the slimy creature try to get out by gnawing through his intestine.
Yes.
Needless to say, the idiot admits to a bit of drinking when he got the bright idea, which he claims to have saw in a porno, of letting an eel swim up his sphincter.
Sphincter.
The poor swamp eel, clearly facing a life-threatening situation, did what any eel would do: burrow deep into something muddy. That's when the curious Chinese man knew he was in deep, deep trouble. The frightened fish, finding himself in this crappy situation, and in the bowels of despair, chewed his way through the man's colon and got stuck in his body cavity. The man quickly checked himself into a hospital, and after a gut-wrenching surgery that lasted through the night, a 20-inch long eel was finally pulled out alive at first, but dying a short time after. The man is recovering at the hospital, but might be facing animal cruelty charges.
You think?
Yeah. The Asian swamp eel is known to be an invasive species, but at least we know one of the foreign areas in which this hardy animal doesn't do too well.
Wow.
Oh, it was invasive, all right.
Yeah, he definitely was invasive.
Armageddon.
Can you imagine that little trip into the emergency room?
Yeah, can you
Yes,
imagine?
excuse me.
Is that an eel in your anus? Or you just let it see me?
Could you grab that for me?
Wow.
Can you imagine being the nurse that had to check him in? Excuse me, I'm sorry, you did what?
My shift's over.
Yeah.
Somebody give me
coffee
the
break.
Wizardator.
I'm going to the coffee room.
Yikes.
Oh, yes, we love the stories here. All right, so now the news stories, but now on to the real news. This in to us from Sky News Live. Beaver bites man to death in Belarus attack. The beaver pounced as a man went to take its photograph after spotting the animal on the side of the road during a fishing trip.
Nothing worse than beaver paparazzi.
Yeah, really.
Just ask Britney Spears.
That's right.
A fisherman has been bitten to death by a beaver after trying to take its photograph. The man was on a fishing trip at Lake Shestaskov
Don't even try it.
in Belarus.
Belarus.
Help me out here. With two friends, when they spotted the animal on the side of the road, he stopped so that he could take a picture, but as he approached the beaver, it pounced on him, biting him in the thigh. His friends attempted to stem the flow of blood from the wound, but the animal's bite had severed a main artery, and the man, who came from breast, bled to death. Yes, it's B-R-E-S-T, breast. Beaver attacks are rare, and according to experts, those animals that do go for humans are usually rabid. However, they are not unheard of. Pum, pum, pum. Yes.
Now, they are aware that a beaver can chew through a tree.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
I got nothing else. Oh. Wow.
Gracious.
All right.
That's
Lesson
what I
learned
love.
here. Lesson learned here is if a beaver don't want to be taken pictures of, don't do it. If the beaver don't want to be shot, don't shoot it. All right. That's going to do it.
That's when I know I've crossed the line. When Laura goes, gracious.
All right. It's time now for the stupid quote of the day. It comes to us from the Hoff, David Hasselhoff.
Yes.
I've got taste. It's inbred in me. Wow.
Just
That
because they're
is great.
celebrities doesn't mean that they're intelligent.
That's exactly right.
Dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.